What's up, folks? How you doing? You ever hear that expression, when it rains, it pours? It basically means when one thing goes wrong, something else is going to go wrong, and things just they snowball out of control. And I just made a video today about getting charged a late fee for something that wasn't even my fault. It's probably going to come out of my check. And then here we got something else. I just got this today saying that they want TQL is wanting me to pay an $1,127.58 claim for damages done to a trailer. Now, I had to look this over a little bit. We got this extra lease invoice and whatnot. And the invoice is terrible because it's like they scanned it with a potato. So I had to decipher all this, and what I came up with, what I figured out, was that this invoice is dated the 19th of January, and this is pertaining to a load that I did for some reason on the 22nd, 23rd of December. So, and apparently on the 17th of January, somebody had road service done to replace a tire for $720 was the parts, and then $344 for labor. $25 for what road call looks like, mileage road call. I think that's, I'm not sure. Then there's Virginia tax and Chesapeake City tax. $1,127.58. Now they're wanting me to pay this, and there's my bill of lading. I picked this load up on the 22nd in Suffolk, Virginia, and took it to Fredericksburg, Pennsylvania. I dropped the trailer off in Fredericksburg. I never even went to Chesapeake, much less a month later. But I will show you. I did. Let's see. Okay. These are the pictures from when I picked the trailer up in Suffolk, because I take pictures. And this is what the trailer appeared to look like on the 22nd of December in Suffolk. Okay. Now, these are the pictures from the 23rd of December. Hurry up and open. In Fredericksburg, Pennsylvania. Now, I want you to tell me where exactly does it say, do you see any difference between where I picked it up and where I delivered it as far as the condition of the trailer? The scratches and things that are on the sides were already there. This is pertaining to a tire anyway. All the tires are inflated. All the tires are in good shape. There's no dent. There's no obvious damage. Yet they're wanting me to pay more than they even paid on the load, because the load only paid $1,000. Paid $1,000. And yet they want me to pay $1,127.58 for a tire, which is ridiculous. Nobody should ever pay that much money for a tire. But how is this on me? Please tell me how that's on me. And yet somehow I've got to, I have to defend myself, and I don't know how this is going to go. I don't know if the company's going to back me on this, even though I've got overwhelming evidence, and I've sent them all of this. I'm just going through sent videos right now, or sent emails right now. But I have sent them all this information. They have it all. They know that this trailer was in. I had no no liability for what happened to the trailer after I dropped it off. Now there's a month in between, and they're trying to claim that somehow I'm the one that was responsible. And I know this is a slam dunk situation in most people's minds. You'll say, okay, well that's it's obvious. Obviously, it has nothing to do with me, and I shouldn't be charged this claim. The problem is that the way brokers are in this country, the way the relationship between brokers and carriers, is that carriers will sometimes take a big hit from a broker like this in order to save the relationship with the broker. Sometimes you have to do that in business. Sometimes you have to bend over and take it in order to save your relationship with that broker, or that business partner or whatever. It's a hard thing to do because when you're not in the wrong, it sucks. My problem is that this will ruin me. I already didn't work last week because of inventory and whatnot, so I had a negative paycheck this week, which not negative a whole lot, just a little bit, but I have a negative paycheck this week, so I got to make up a little bit of difference. And then this morning, this $250 charge for late fee, which I had the broker pay that. I had them. The broker was TQL again. Surprise, surprise. But anyway, I had them pay that with a ComData code on the spot. But I don't know if it's going to get charged back to me. I don't know what's going to happen. It wasn't my fault that I was late, but shit rolls downhill, and when you drive a truck, when you are the owner operator, everything ends up landing on your shoulders, and there's nothing you can do to get away from it. And unfortunately, here it is. I mean, $1,127.58. Plus 250. I mean, what is that? 377.58 or 1377.58. I mean, I can't afford that. I literally cannot afford that. I was expecting my check to only be like $1,800 this week, and maybe not even that much. So, I mean, it will absolutely ruin me because I got bills. The truck payments due. The truck payments due on the 12th, and that's just it's a ruinous situation. I don't know how the company's going to deal with this claim thing. I mean, I haven't been with this company long enough to know all their ins and outs and whatnot. I do know that the last company I was with would have absolutely paid the claim and took it out of my check, and that's what I expect to happen with this one. And if that's the case, I have to leave. I have to walk away again. I had to walk away from my last job because they were screwing me over. This isn't necessarily the company's fault. This is TQL's fault or X Release's fault. Somebody screwed up somewhere, and they're trying to blame me for something that I have no part in. I'm a professional. I do what I'm supposed to do. I make sure my equipment's in good shape. If something was wrong, I would have called and let them know about it. I would have called and had road service myself if there was a bad tire on there. This has nothing to do with me. But yet somebody's expecting me to pay for somebody else's responsibility. And even if it was a bad tire, even if I had pulled the trailer and it had a bad tire, I pulled the trailer 300 miles. Not even that. I mean, it's like 200 some odd miles from here to Fredericksburg. Fredericksburg is up there just east of Harrisburg. So Suffolk to Fredericksburg, it's only, it's a 5-hour drive max. Then that's why I took that. Pays pretty good for the miles. Anyway, point is that it's not that far up there. So I pulled this trailer for a couple hundred miles, and even if I did have a flat tire, that doesn't, that's not my fault. Things in the road happen. When you own the equipment, you're responsible for the equipment. That's why when I'm doing power only, I'm not getting the rate that I would get if I was pulling my own trailer, because when I'm pulling someone else's equipment, they have liability and responsibility to maintain that equipment, not me. So now all of a sudden that responsibility is on my shoulder for your stuff? No, I'm not doing that. That's not going to happen. Unfortunately, if it doesn't go the way I want it to go, then it's literally going to put me out of business. And honestly, I've been thinking about selling the truck. I had said something back in November when I made that one video about quitting trucking. I still want to quit trucking, but I certainly want to quit driving as an owner operator. It's become too difficult, too much of a liability to maintain any sort of semblance of business or whatever, because every time you turn around, you're getting blindsided with one thing or another that comes out of your pocket. A company driver can make as much money as I make and not have to worry about what happens when a tire goes down, what happens when the DPF needs to be replaced, what happens when somebody pulls some cargo claim crap on you. The only thing that's going to happen to them is they get fired, but they're going to get their money stolen from them. I don't know what's going to happen to me right now. I don't know if I'm going to have a paycheck next week, and I worked all week this week. So, and when that happens, it demoralizes you. And it's happened to me so many times over the years, and especially in the last year and a half, 2 years, it's happened more often than not. I am at I am at the edge of bankruptcy. I don't have any more favors to call in. I don't have any more family members to help me out. I don't have any. My credit is maxed. All my credit cards are maxed out to the limit. I have nothing. I have no leeway left. I have no safety net at all. So this right here, as much as it's a small thing overall, it's a big thing to me because I am already underwater, and this will just sink me completely. I'm trying to bail myself out. Using boat metaphors, I'm trying to bail myself out right now, and I think I can do that if I can get going and maintain a regular rhythm and whatnot. I can do that. It'll take a while, but I can do it. But this, it's just like somebody just come and blasted another hole in the boat, and there's no coming back from it. So I don't know. I hope the best will happen, but I don't know. I mean, and I can't figure out nothing till tomorrow at least, at the earliest. I mean, it might be next week before I know anything. But truth is, I don't want to run another load for this company if I know that they're gonna jack my check. I'm not gonna work for free. I'm not gonna work for free, and if that's the way it's gonna be, then you know, I don't know. I just don't know what's gonna happen. So I will do an update video on this, but for now, I'll just go ahead and post this up on YouTube, and you guys let me know how you feel about it. And being a truck driver is rough, and I've 23 years in it, and I've got nothing to show for my life, and it just makes you feel terrible because I'm a good truck driver, one way or another. I mean, I'm a professional. I do what I do. I got a perfect safety record, a perfect driving record. Everything is perfect as far as my work life goes. I do my job, and I do my job well, and this kind of thing just blows my mind. But it's the kind of thing that's happened. I mean, and it's not the first time I've had a broker come after me and wanting to charge me for something. I got dinged $500 because I got caught in a snowstorm one time. I couldn't go. I was supposed to deliver in Whidbey Island, Washington, at the Navy base, which I did, but I had to wait a day to do it because I couldn't go over the mountain. But that's my fault, I guess. But this is another. I could handle it then. I can't handle this now. So anyway, like and subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments. Y'all have a good day.